Hey y'all, it's your girl Dom, and we're back at it again with another video. Today I am coming to y'all with a video on one-sided relationships and how dumb shits be the worst. So I wrote some stuff down last night. I know I was supposed to post yesterday. I'm so sorry guys. I literally was not feeling well, and I'm just so like between school and trying to make sure I post on time. I'm sorry. I'm gonna make sure I get this video extra juicy because I didn't come to you guys. But let's get into the video. The first one I want to talk about is the fact that you need to stop allowing people to half love you. Like, when you do that, you give them too much power over you, and they're like, okay, you know, I know this person is a good person, but at the same time, they show me that they don't care about themselves and how they're treated, so why should I care about how I treat them? You're never gonna be a priority to somebody that looks at you as something like beneath them or like a second priority. You're never gonna feel like, you know, you belong with that person when they always treat you like, you know, if I have time, I could spend time with shawty, or if I got time, I could, you know, set a little bit of time aside. You don't want to be somebody's playtime. You don't want to be somebody's after work time. You don't want to be somebody's, oh, I got time. You want to be somebody's, oh yeah, that was my main priority. I thought about you when I woke up this morning. I thought about you when I did this, when I was with friends. I thought about you, this, that, and the third. Like, you want to be that person for that person. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be just that person that's just like, oh, okay, you were thought about, so I kind of just was like, you know, it's alright, it's cool, whatever, you know. Don't ask the person why you didn't call me, why you didn't text me, because honestly, when was the last time that you forgot to text somebody that you really, really wanted to talk to? We don't normally forget to talk to people that we really want to talk to. 9 times out of 10 is the people that we're ducking that we forget to text, or just the people that's not that important. Because I'm telling you, if you really want to text somebody, you're like, even if they're on do not disturb, even if you know for a fact you shouldn't be texting them, you still gonna find every way to see them, talk to them, text them. I'm telling you, the next time you're in a situation where you gotta ask somebody why you didn't talk to me, why you didn't text me, I thought you said you was gonna do this, do that. As women, before I finish this video, I wanted to talk to you guys and tell you guys what made me do this video. I was watching somebody on Instagram. Her name is Doll J Keys. If you guys know who that is, you know what I'm saying, spam her, let her know I did this video inspired by her. I didn't take all of her content. I took some of what she said, and I took some of what I already know, what I experienced. I don't want no issues with somebody saying that I copied somebody else, because I don't do that. I make my channel my own, and if y'all fuck with it, then y'all fuck with it because of me, not because I bit off somebody else's content. Like, I'm taking the idea of the video, but I'm not taking her content from the video, if that makes sense. But I don't even remember what I was saying. But yeah, you never forget to talk to somebody you really want to talk to. You only forget to talk to people that's not your main priority. Because if they were, we wouldn't have to tell them why you didn't text me, why you didn't call me. And it be the people that just sit there and make the 1,000 excuses like, oh yeah, I was busy, I had this, I had that. Let me tell you something. The president has time to make Twitter posts, Facebook posts, all of this. So if he has time to do that, and he's a very busy man, I'm not talking about the one we have now. I don't know what's going on with that one. But I'm just saying, if he has time to interact with the public like that, then you know ain't nobody that busy to not to talk to you. Like, that should be blowing me. Like, you busy? Alright, cool. Stay away from me. If you too busy for me, I don't need that. Because I want somebody that's going to be, I'm not sitting over there saying that I got to talk to you every day. This is not just for relationships, y'all. This is for friendships too. Be mindful. Somebody too busy to talk to you, that means they don't have time for you. And you need to go find somebody that has time for you. It's too many people that will sit there and settle for relationships just because they want to be in one. Because it's cuddle season. It's this, that, and the third. No. You're worth more than that. You need to stop giving people... You need to stop, like, allowing people to half love you. And that's not just for y'all. I'm saying that to myself, too. So, I said at some point you got to think of it as a war and choose yourself first. It's sad sometimes you gotta pull away from the only person that you want to talk to because they're not treating you correctly. And you know what you deserve. And when you sit there and you let somebody treat you like you below average, you're teaching them how to treat you, and it's below average. And if you keep doing that, you can't sit there and be like, oh my God, why are you treating me like this? Because at the end of the day, you got to take responsibility. You got to take accountability. Okay, cool. I allowed you to treat me like shit. Now I'm not doing this no more. I allowed you to sit there and text me hours later. I allowed you not to call me back for days, and then I would sit there and text you in 2.5 when you texted me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all sit there and y'all text the person. They don't text you till 6 hours later. They like, oh, what you doing? No, what you doing? What were you doing? Because you ain't that busy. Your schedule ain't that filled. You playing with me. The fuck? Anyways. Teach them how to teach you. Like, how to treat you. If you're constantly the only one texting or calling, that shows where you're at. And if it's a relationship and you constantly the only one texting or calling, you can't be listen, y'all, I can't stress this enough. You cannot be the only one putting time and effort into that relationship, because if you are, eventually you're gonna break. Eventually you're gonna be like, I just can't do this. And relationships, I don't know how many posts that talks about this. Relationships only work when two people are willing to work together. If they're not, it's just not gonna work. Like, you're gonna be sad. You can't work with somebody that's not willing to work with you. It don't work like that. You shouldn't have to remind somebody how to be your boyfriend, how to be your girlfriend, how to be your best friend. You need to start inquiring for better people. It's that simple. Because I'm telling you, we hold on to the people that don't belong in our life, and we miss out on our blessings because we so far looking at the past that there's somebody like, hello, I'm here. And you're still blocking them out because you're still looking at that past person that's not even looking at you. And you know the funny part? When you're dead, and not dead, but when you dead off the issue, that's when they want to sit there and talk to you on some, yo, hey, big head. You thought I knew you? Oh wait, bitch, who you? Like, no, don't hit me up. I'm telling you. Don't do that. The next one, it says, we end up hurting ourselves in the end when we try to blame them. Oh, they knew I cared. What part did you play? What role did you play? You got to understand your role that you played in it so that you don't go down that same road again. Sometimes you'll be sent the same lesson in a different person until you learn. I want to be treated better. You're going to be continuously seeing the same patterns in different people. God is going to keep, or the universe, whatever you believe in, is going to keep sending you different people, but the same message, just to see how you handle it better the next time. If you don't handle it better, you're going to keep getting those same type of people. And if you already have it in your mind that you're not going to get better, you're going to always get that, because it's a mindset. You manifest what you think, what you feel, and how you project your energy off to the outside world. And it's that simple. I said, sometimes it feels like it's hard to do because people just be knowing when you getting over them. And you promise yourself, oh, I'm not going to entertain this anymore. They just be knowing, y'all. And that's the test. You gotta know if it's a test or if you should entertain it. Sometimes you gotta know who to be patient with and who to cut off. And that's the hardest thing to do sometimes. But sometimes you just gotta know this ain't going nowhere. Gotta leave it alone. Cause like if you always looking ahead in the future and this person is like looking at where you at right now, then it's like they don't see a future with you. And as hard as that sounds to accept, that's just what it is. I know my camera just did some weird stuff. I know some of us don't want to hear this, but at the end of the day, it's hard. That's why you gotta meditate, find yourself something within yourself to find that strength. And sometimes finding strength to cut off the person that you want to be around, that you want to be with, is the hardest thing to do. But I'm telling you, once you get over it, you feel so empowered. You feel like, I didn't know I could do this, but I did. And that's the craziest part, because you be thinking you need this person when really it's just a soul tie or an attachment. It's not really love. Y'all gotta start knowing the difference between love and attachments, because attachment's gonna get y'all in situations that y'all can't get out of, and those are the worst. Soul ties are the worst. I have a video on that. Go search in my old past videos for that video. But soul ties is really hard to cut off. I don't really want to talk too much about that because it's not what the video is about. But the next one is, if I start taking my time back, and this is for people that knows me personally in this video, if I start taking my time back and I stop wanting to hang out with you, I stop wanting to text you, I stop wanting to call you, it's because I'm tired of half-assed love. You know what I'm saying? Half-assed love ain't gonna get nowhere with me. Everybody knows I'm Pisces gang. Everybody knows that we need to be loved a certain way. We are so emotional. Even Pisces men. Like, and I don't want to bring zodiacs into it, but like, the type of person that I am, I'm so nurturing that like I can't be with somebody that like only wants to hang out every once a week. Like, no, because it's going to make me draw away from you, and I'm just not gonna be wanting to be around you. Like, in order for me to like you, you gotta be obsessed with me. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean it in like a, oh, like that's my girl type. Oh, I don't want to see nobody else with her. That's a blessing type. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is something that I want to value, not something that I just want to, you know. And that's another thing, y'all. If y'all only show these men that all you have to offer is between your legs, they will never see you as more than just that. And that's all they will want from you. And when you try to get something else from them, they won't want it. You have to cut that shit off while you still have the chance to, because I'm telling you, you'll never get where you want to get with that person. 9 times out of 10, you're going to be thinking you're in love with that person, but you as well. It's only a lustful situation because at the time that person makes you feel good, and all you're doing is just filling a void with that person. You got to know what people that you're filling a void with and what people you're actually making connections with. Because if not, you're wasting your time and you're wasting their time. The next one says, oh, before I go to that, what I was saying, like, if I start like wanting to take my time back and stuff like that, like, don't think that I'm mad at you. I'm not mad at you. You'll just never receive that same person again. I'm telling you. Like, I don't want to ever be in a situation where it's like, oh, I like you, and then you're on some, oh, that's cute, that's cool, like, and then like I'm doing all of this work, and then eventually I'm gonna have to force myself to move on, because it's like, I'm not doing that. I know I look a little busted right now, but it's like, if y'all see me on a regular, if you see me on a day where it's like, it's not even my outer appearance, it's just the fact what's inside. I already know, like, the love that I possess within. Why am I wasting my time with somebody that's showing me they don't really want me like that? No. We moving on. All 2020, all 2019. And when I move on, don't want me. You are not privileged to want me after I move on, because at the end of the day, when you had me, I was a joke. I was the clown. I was making all the moves. No. Bye. I'm telling you. That's why you gotta do things for people while you still have them. Not what you can't. If you only loving somebody when you don't have them anymore, when you're only seeing their worth when you don't have them anymore, you never loved them in the first place, because you would have been saw that they had what you needed. You would have been saw that. But sometimes we get so caught up in ourselves, and that's okay. I don't like flyaways, that's why I keep doing that. I'm sorry, guys. People get tired of one-sided love. People do. And they just give up. And it's not your place to be on some, oh, you don't fuck with me no more? Oh, it's like that? Yeah, it's like that. You picked up on the fact that I stopped riding. People only see that you were riding hard for them when you parked the car on them. That's when they like, oh, you don't mess with me no more? Like, you don't know me no more, don't answer, because they're being really like messed up. At that point in time, they know what they did to you. They know that they sat there and gave you breadcrumbs, and you sitting over there trying to sit there and give them the whole pile of bread, and they sitting over there just biting off little breadcrumbs and throwing them at you like here and there on some hey. Then you don't hear from them like either a half a day later or the next day later. You don't deserve that. You deserve more than just breadcrumbs. Look for people that's willing to give you the whole entire bakery. Like, if that's not what they own, you gotta be here with this person. You can't be down here and they all the way up here, because if you put a person on a pedestal, they will always know that you put them that high up in the sky, and they will always treat you like you less than what you actually are. But you gotta know that you the GOAT, and that nobody can treat you any differently. Don't tell yourself that you're just looking for closure, because when you tell yourself that you're just looking for closure, you're bound to regret looking for that closure, because if it's not trying to come to you, then it's not your time to get it. Sometimes closure comes from within, and you got to be okay with the fact that you got to look for those answers from yourself. That person can't always supply you with everything, because if they couldn't supply you the friendship that you needed, if they couldn't supply you the relationship that you needed, how they gonna supply you closure? Some of them don't even know the real definition of closure. They can't even find closure in themselves. And that's why they make you feel like you're lesser than, because they're not giving you what you need. Don't be your own bully. Allow yourself to move on. Go with the flow. What's meant for you will always be for you. It will never miss you. You sitting over there thinking you're missing out on something, and I'm not just talking to y'all, I'm talking to myself too. If you thinking you missing out on something, trust me, you're not. They're doing the same bullshit that they were doing when they didn't know you, when they knew you, and now that y'all not talking. That's why I don't trip off the small stuff. You don't want to be in my life? You don't want to talk to me? You don't want to text me? Okay, cool. Have a blessed one. It's been good, love. Enjoy. I'm telling you. We think if someone is pulling away, that means chase them. Nah, let them run. They'll be back. Maybe not when you want them. Most likely when you over it. But they'll come back. Don't keep trying to teach someone how to love you. We all naturally know how to love. So if it doesn't feel right, it's because that's not your person. Find your person, love. It's your girl, Dom. Like, comment, and subscribe, and y'all know the rest. I don't even want to talk about that today. Like,